Hey gang, it's DJ Resq. It is about 2 o'clock on Thursday. I realized that after that I posted the gig log on the boat, I didn't do the comments and suggestions and tips for the boat. So I thought I would do it today just to follow up. So there's a couple of unique things when working on a boat. Like any gig, you want to get in touch with the contact person, find out what time you can get on the boat, find out how much time you have before you have to start playing, all that good stuff. If there's a place to change on the boat, a lot of people don't want to work and set up in their DJing clothes. I don't do that. So those are important things. Also, pack light as much as possible. If you're on the first level, fine, but like that boat where you got to go up and down the stairs, less is more kind of thing. You want a good pair of rubber sole shoes. The decks can get really slippery, obviously with water spraying up, or if it rains. A lot of times those cruises aren't going to be canceled in inclement weather. So you want, if you're running back and forth and you're out on the decks, you want a good pair of shoes so you don't slip. Good rubber soles. Dramamine. If you get seasick or you've been seasick in the past, you might want to think about Dramamine. Get there early enough so you can walk around the boat, get a good feel for the boat, where things are, and just try to get used to walking around. It's a lot trickier when the boat's moving, especially if you got a little bit of waves that you're working with, but it's not too bad on a large boat like that. Power is another issue. When you're on shore power, and then when you go to boat generator power, if they don't tell you or you don't make a point to ask, you can screw up your equipment. Trust me, I know. So it's a good idea to introduce yourself to the captain, say, is there anything I need to know? Is there anything specific? Can you just let me know when you're going to go offshore power to the boat power? And vice versa. Speaker stands. You noticed on the top deck, I didn't use speaker stands. If the higher up you get in a boat, and that's that size, you don't want speakers up on stands. This happened to me last year. I set up speakers on stands. We were docked, we were fine. As soon as we got underway, we got out into the broad lake, the wind came up, the boat rocked, bam, the speakers went over, smashed down on the gear, ripped the XLR cable out that was going over the side of the boat, so I lost all the sound to the bottom level. Not a pleasant thing. So I would suggest, if you're on your top decks and it's kind of covered, or even if your top decks are fully covered, be really careful if you want to use speaker stands. You saw in the video on the first floor I did use a speaker stand. The reason being is I can brace it against the wall, and it's a lot more stable because of the boat's lower center of gravity down there. Another thing to check out is if your boat has an audio system. This one does. It's pretty nice, CD players, all that. So what I do is I actually burn a couple of special songs, like the cake cutting and the announcing in songs, burn it to CD, bring it, play that downstairs or wherever you are, if your boat has that capability. And when I'm done, I just turn the volume back up on the speaker that's playing the cocktail music. Another thing you gotta be thinking about is wireless microphones. I have a Shure wireless microphone, UHF, top of the line microphone. It won't transmit up to where it needs to be. It can't go through the steel decking. So I have to use the boat's microphone. So just something to think about, especially if you're on a bigger boat and you're doing multiple levels like that. So that's where it's good to get in ahead of time. Meet your contact person, go over the boat, go over the sound system on the boat. If there's stuff you can use that's already there, it makes your job a little bit easier. That's pretty much it. They're fun, they're a blast, especially when you get a night like that. It was beautiful out, had a nice sunset. Take it all in stride. If you have any questions, just ask. I'm not a boat expert by any means. I've done a few on a boat. So that's about it. Good luck. Hope you guys book some boat gigs. They're fun. Practice and enjoy.